When it comes to selling anything, visual representation can make or break it. In Yu-Gi-Oh!, they chose to make the cards very colorful and very appealing so that their market audience, children, would pick them up. I'm going to go over just a few of my favorite card artworks. This is not a list. These aren't my all-time favorites. These are just some that I have been while looking through my cards. I'll take a few extra seconds to appreciate the artworks. So first, we have Duped Frog. And this guy is just adorable and hilarious at the same time. And that is an awesome mix. That smirk on his face, knowing that you can't get over his fat ass. And that hat saying that I'm smarter than you. He's just very entertaining to look at. And going for nostalgia factor, CRU is definitely one of my favorite artworks. The way it looks as a secret, how the blue and green background complements the pink bird itself. I actually remember watching the show as a kid, and Bandit Keith summoned this card, and I could just remember being very disappointed because instead of the sharp edges, especially around the beak, it just seemed more rounded and it didn't look as awesome as it could have. But still, it is just a beautiful artwork and just a beautiful card. Next, my favorite Xyz card. Let's go over that. Shine Elf. Picked this up recently, and I just love its artwork. Maybe it's because it reminds me of Link or Sheik from Legend of Zelda. Maybe both. I don't know. But it's definitely a good-looking card. I think at the moment my favorite spell card is Pot of Duality. While I'm not the biggest supporter of this card, what I like about it is that we have the Pot of Generosity face up front, and we have this blue and white background right here. And to the back of the pot, we have the Pot of Greed, and the darker red and black background. And I just really think it gives the card's artwork, just make it look really good. My favorite Synchro, I think, for the longest time, has been Iron Chain Dragon. I don't know why it just this dragon just looks really appealing to me. Now, I'm not a big fan of dragons, at least when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! But there's just something about this artwork, and I think that it would look good as an Ultra or an Ulti. Or I think I only have it as a rare. I don't know if it's any other rarity, but it looks just as good, but I think it may look better. Skilled Successor. This is very nostalgic, just like CRU. As the first pack of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards I ever picked up was Legend of Blue Eyes. And the first card I remember pulling was Lava Battleguard. And about a year later, I was able to find a kid at my school, and we traded in the bathroom, and I was able to get my hands on the Swamp Battleguard. And I remember pulling this on Christmas about 2 years ago in whatever pack it came in, and I just adored the artwork and the fact that it was a super. Well, at the time I didn't really care about the rarity, but just looking at it, and look now as, see the way the eyes shine. I just think that looks really awesome. And here are just a few more of my favorites. I don't have the exact card, but Snowman Eater, that is Starfoil. You may have seen it if you've seen the first video I ever posted. I pulled a Snowman Eater that was Starfoil, and I think I mentioned that it looked like it was snowing. I may not, I may have just been talking to a friend. And unfortunately I've traded it, and I kind of regret it, because it was just a beautiful artwork. Along with the fact that it just looked like it was snowing, and that's kind of why I like this Heavy Storm, is because it has that kind of crystal thing going. And Okey. What I love about this artwork is that right there. Do you see what your eye is being drawn to? The red spot in the middle that just shines. I remember looking at this in someone's trade binder, and they said they kind of overvalued it, and I didn't really know how much it was going for. They said it was pretty hard to get, and I just remember looking at it in their trade binder, and just that red dot caught my eye, and I said, I'm getting this card at all cost. And just possibly my favorite artwork is this Foolish Burial. It's just so simplistic, but at the same time. Now this is the way it looks in the TCG. And then we look over at this, and it's just, I don't know, I can't really explain it. But it's definitely just always been one of my favorite artworks. If you notice some of the deck profiles I've done on DN, when I run Foolish Burial, I'll always use this artwork compared to this one. This one just seems dull. While just the way the cross is angled just makes it look a little more menacing. Plus, this is a ultra rare thing. That's the video. If you want, go ahead and leave in the description some of your favorite artworks. Maybe you are like me and you love alternative artworks that are in the OCG but not the TCG, such as Monster Reborn. And, well, those are the big two I like are the Monster Reborn and Foolish Burial. And just tell me some of your favorite artworks. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.